News Channel 5 network and millions of conversations. This is one of millions of conversations.
Welcome to the Millions of Conversations show. I'm your host, Summer Ali, and we're so glad that you're tuning in with us today. Today we have a very special guest, a dear friend of mine, someone that I've learned a lot from, Emily Partin. Thank you, Emily, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Emily Partin was born and raised in Grundy County, Tennessee. She is a licensed professional counselor. After graduating high school in Grundy, Emily moved off the plateau and lived away for 20 years. Family illness brought her back home, but she could only find work in a neighboring county. It took several years before she transitioned into roles that allowed her to work in her own hometown, Tracy City, and invest more time in local projects. One project has become a significant undertaking: the complete renovation and reopening of the area's former high school campus as a modern-day community center. The school has been shuttered for over 20 years and had fallen into significant disrepair. After multiple years of fundraising and renovation, this new Littell Partin Center has been opening in phases, and Emily is going to tell us more about that today, along with why she is doing this. So let's start with the why part. Emily, thank you again, and thank you for being a teacher to me. I have learned so much from you over the past several years.
I'm going to teach you one more thing.
Please do.
It's Littell Partin Center.
Well, that's why we need to listen, and that's why we need to hear about it. So tell us about Littell. Who is
Littell
Littell?
Partin.
And what's it like to have your name on a building?
It's nice. I'm
Okay.
honored.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm honored. We had a local physician named Dr. Charles Littell, and it is his family who honored their family by giving some money for this project. So they gave a little money, I give the sweat and tears, and it became the Littell Partin Center.
Okay, so this is a local doctor.
Yes.
That's really interesting
Delivered
too, because who delivered you? Because we were just talking on our last episode actually about rural health too.
Right.
So can you bring for us to life Grundy County and Tracy City? And I'll tell you as well, it's so interesting for me because you know most people mispronounce my last name. Most people say
I'll
Ali.
mispronounce your first name.
And it's Ali, right?
Ali.
And it's Samar. So this is the thing, if you're from a local community, you know, but then if you're not, you know, you have to learn these things, and it's that whole process. So take us through it.
Grundy County is rural. We're up on the plateau between Nashville and Chattanooga, and we get a lot of visitors from Nashville coming up because we are the state park capital of the world. We're green, we're beautiful. If you're born and raised there, you're in the middle of Appalachia.
Okay.
It's a big difference between vacationing on the mountain and living on the mountain.
Okay.
And so,
is there tension there between the two?
No, there's no tension. It's just a difference. I remember hearing someone pose the question, you know, what do you think about when you think of rural? Oh, they say, it's green, it's beautiful, but really, another thing it means is that you're away from amenities like hospitals and professional services and specialists. And big grocery stores. And so, and, you know, there's always a big push to buy local, but if you don't have that local store there, you've got to go off the mountain.
Okay.
And so growing up, you know, there was a big distinction between being on the mountain and going off the mountain.
Right, like going into town, for example, like growing up in Waverly, and you've been to Waverly, right? So, you know, if you're going into town, I'm going to go into town to the store.
Right.
For et cetera, like that's something you would say. So you would say off the mountain.
Yeah, so you go off the mountain to go to the specialist or to the doctor, and that would be going from Tracy City to Nashville, 90 miles.
So what do you think that people who come into Tracy City who are vacationers who don't live there, what are they not seeing that you see as somebody who lives there?
Probably just the struggles.
Okay.
You know, when you're in the urban areas and you see homelessness, you see it under bridges, overpasses, people standing at intersections, handing you the newspaper, you know, that you can buy. In rural areas, our homelessness is just as real, but it's hidden. You know, people camping or out in vacant lots hidden away.
Okay.
And so the center that you're talking about, the Littell Partin Center, one of its main missions is to become not just a community center, you know, but a resource center for all walks of life. So, you know, you've got the family that wants to come and play in the gymnasium and do all that kind of stuff, but you also have our less fortunates that are coming in literally out of the woods to get a meal that we provide on a daily basis.
So tell me a little more about what made you decide, okay, a community center is what we need. This is the aha answer to this problem around homelessness, this problem around transportation and housing and et cetera.
Well, the first reason we thought it was a good idea is because we didn't have one.
Okay.
And had never had one.
Did you have a place to gather? Did you have a place that a lot of people were coming? Was there one church?
No, there's several churches.
So the people were spread out between a number of different churches, not one church.
Right. If you were a member of a church, that was your gathering place. More so when I was growing up than so now.
Okay.
Schools was a gathering place.
Okay. But if you graduate.
Well, if you graduate and you stay on the mountain, then you're going to have children soon, and guess what? They're going to go to school.
So there you go.
So
and the grandparents are going to attend that.
So the schools provide a lot of opportunity.
Okay.
But as far as just having a place for the community to gather, the town of Tracy City did not have one. Now, some of the other small communities would have a place. But we're not talking about just any place. This is the old high school, and it was the third high school since the inception of the county. But
when was the county
1850s.
Okay.
And it's a coal mining community.
There's an Al Capone connection there, right? Too, and a bootlegging.
No.
Those are all myths.
That's all in Monteagle. No, there is a restaurant.
So Monteagle. So Monteagle is not in Grundy County.
Monteagle is in 3 counties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Grundy, Marion, and Franklin.
Okay.
So their city limits is in 3 different counties.
Okay.
Take that to your, that's a hard municipality.
Who drew those lines?
I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
Before my time.
Okay.
Grundy is all in. Tracy is all in Grundy County.
Okay, so Tracy City is the county seat.
No. Altamont is the county seat.
Altamont's the county seat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Tracy used to be the county seat.
So how did it? So tell us a little more. Bring us in. Bring us into the local conversation.
Well, Tracy City was the first place that coal was mined, and so it became a booming metropolis. Literally, if you look at the statistics back then, between Nashville and Chattanooga, it was one of the largest cities in 1850. And stayed, coal kept the whole county going. And as one seam of coal would die out, they would go to the next town and the next town and the next town. And so there's several towns that were connected by a railroad because the railroad brought the coal back out. That has since been turned into the Mountain Goat Trail, which is a walking and biking path. But the old high school, because there was only one in the county, we're talking about multiple generations saw that as their alma mater. Yes? And so when it shuttered, because of a new high school being built, it was like a death in the family. And every time you passed by and you saw broken windows, because this is not just a standard looking building, it is beautiful. It's an architectural marvel from, it was built in the 1930s.
It's beautiful.
So when you crest the hill coming into Tracy City, it's the first thing you see. And to see it in the situation that it was in for so long, having the school moved and it just being boarded up and all, it hurt. I hit my microphone.
Well, I want to hear more about that after the break because we want to. what you're describing is bringing us into exactly what you're talking about, which is like there's this grieving moment, and you're looking at it, and you're feeling the symbolism as well, and then you had this moment of, you said, let's turn it around. And when we come back after break, we want to hear a little bit more about how you've turned it around, what you're doing, and how we can be a part of it.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Millions of Conversations show. I'm your host, Samar Ali, or Samar Ali. We're just talking about the different ways that we pronounce things, and I'm here with my good friend Emily Partin, who is spearheading this amazing community center in Grundy County that she was telling us about, and that moment of when you decided we need to do something about this symbolic high school that means so much to so many of us that is in disarray.
Right. And we'll back up a little bit, because what really started the process rolling was that in my intro you talked about me working off the mountain when I first moved back.
For 20 years?
Yeah, well, 10.
Okay.
And I moved back and lived in Tracy, but had to work off the mountain.
Okay.
And I was a professional counselor. That was my trade. I worked in community mental health, and I was the one therapist for 3 counties. Grundy, Sequatchie, and Marion. And so when these people would come to the Central Mental Health Center, I was giving them resources to go back to here,
Okay.
knowing that they had trouble even just getting to me. How in the world were they going to get to there, and there? So there was this process in my mind, man, wouldn't it make more sense if there was one place that I could say, go there, and you'll have access to help with jobs, with basic needs, with medical care. What if I could just send them to one place?
There you go.
And it was a place that they would want to go to, that there would be no stigma attached to it.
So I think that's brilliant. I think that is absolutely brilliant.
Well, that place was the old high school.
Amazing.
And in the process of trying to raise funds to renovate this, I had architects and engineers come and look at the building, which was in bad shape.
When did you do that?
2012.
So that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, going on 14, I think.
Okay.
And they said, you'd be better off to tear this structure down and put up a metal building.
And how did that make you feel when you heard that?
Well, it hurt in so many ways, because this building was part of our heritage. And if you come and you see it, you'll agree with me. That video, that's going to show, I hope that's going to go run, because it makes us.
It is.
Good. It's not just, a steel building would have been maybe great, but to have a welcoming place that people want to come already was the thing. So they said tear it down, and we said no. And by saying no, it's been a really long, difficult process of renovation. But with everything that we've done, and every step back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, the community has just rallied around us. And I left the place today to come here to film this. There are 14 active Navy Seabees from Gulfport, Mississippi, on site with us for the next 3 weeks, helping us renovate.
That's amazing.
And that's no stone left unturned to find the way to make this project work.
Absolutely. So tell me why it's been taking the length of time that it's been taking. Tell us a little bit more.
Because Grundy County and Tracy City specifically, we don't have $2.5 million sitting around to start a project. So we have relied completely on grants and the grant cycle that goes with those, and local and foundational
And have those been state grants that you've been relying on primarily?
Both, regional, state, federal, local.
Okay.
And at this point, it's been about $2.5 million. And, workforce, trying to get the contractors and the bidding going, that was a holdup for the first 3 years.
Okay. And where are you now, and how much do you still feel like you have left?
We are in the building. We're in the first and second story of the big classroom section.
Okay.
So that's about 12,000 square feet. The gymnasium is being worked on by the Seabees right now. We expect we'll be in the gymnasium by maybe spring. And then the full-size auditorium will be probably the last final piece, but it's under renovation as well. We've had grants from just about everywhere you can get them.
And so when it's all said and done, so you think it'll be done in about 2 years' time?
Hope so.
That's your hope. So so bring it to life for us. What will it be like?
It's going to be, you walk in the big 2-story section and you can get help. You can get some community college classes instead of going off the mountain for community college.
Okay, so you're going to help people stay in community together.
Yes. And then you're going to have little basketball games.
Okay.
The football field is still a football field for junior, pee-wee, little 4-year-olds with helmets bigger than their heads, bobbing like
I have
that.
a 4-year-old, I know. Yeah.
We're going to have performing arts in the auditorium, which
Okay.
is something that we don't have access to right now.
Okay.
It's just going to be a holistic center for every age group, for every socioeconomic group.
And it's not going to have that stigma, as you're talking about too. It's going to have just so people from all different walks of life. And what are you hoping might happen between the visitors, the vacationers, who are coming, the people that you told me who like to stay in the tiny homes?
Yeah, the tiny homes are right next door.
Okay.
We hope to capture them when we have our movie theater reopened, because the auditorium turned into a movie theater.
Amazing.
We're going to reopen that and let them come over. We have a lot of outdoor recreation, but no indoor recreation.
Okay.
So if you come up, which I know you do, come up for the weekend, you're gung-ho about going hiking, it's raining.
Right.
Suddenly, you don't have a lot to do on the mountain if it's raining. So come to a play, come see a movie.
It's going to have housing resources too for people,
It
right?
already does,
Okay,
yes.
tell us a little bit more about that.
That's the housing hub, and it's actually it's a relatively new nonprofit where they're going to help you go.
What's it called?
Housing Hub.
Got it.
H-U-B. Julie Keel is the director of that, and she will help families who would qualify. So this is workforce level families who qualify for a low interest mortgage through USDA, HUD. She will walk you through as a financial counselor, getting you ready for that mortgage, and then they will build you a house.
Amazing.
And use volunteer labor, and it's, you're going to get a house for less than it would cost you for a developer to build it. So that keeps your mortgage a little bit lower, so that you can, have standard housing and we need it.
So what are some ways that people who are tuning in from Davidson County, Williamson County, Rutherford County, et cetera, can get involved and be a part of this dream?
Well, a tangible way is the town of Tracy City is our fiduciary agent. So a donation to the town of Tracy City says Old High School Project, anything like that, that'll come straight to us.
All right. Amazing.
When you're there, you can stop by and
what's
get a
the
tour.
gap? What's the number gap that we're looking at right now?
I would love to have another $300,000.
Okay, so $300,000 might get you there to be able to open the doors in 2 years' time.
And remember, the doors are open.
Right.
We have opened in so many different phases, but we're open.
So tell me the final phase. How many resources do you need for that final phase to be finished?
I would say $300,000 to $500,000 would get us finished.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I'm also looking forward to seeing the renovations after 3 weeks. After the
Seabees?
Yes, after they're finished with that too. It sounds like you've done an extraordinary amount of work, and I can't wait to see the progress.
You come anytime.
Well, thank you. Welcome back to the Millions of Conversations show. We first learned about Emily Partin's efforts through our Pledge to Listen campaign that connects into our 3142 program. It was through our own listening to Emily Partin and learning from her and a diverse set of representatives from Grundy County that we realized that what they needed from us at Millions of Conversations was for us to listen to how they think we can be helpful partners, to stop projecting the national news cycle of division onto them, and as to why they weren't doing as well as they would like to at this moment in time, and to hear from them about how they think we might be able to build together. Our work with Emily in Grundy County continues to teach me a very valuable lesson. Listening is a humbling experience that is also quite a powerful one that can unlock potential, that can help make dreams become reality. We invite you to be a part of this listening movement with us and to join us both in taking our pledge to listen and in our venture with Grundy County to help repave the roads between our counties that have been washed up, starting with donating to their modern day community center at the old Grundy High School. This can be through financial donations, in-kind donations, or simply showing up for a visit the next time you might find yourself hiking the Fiery Gizzard Trail in the mountains of Grundy County. So please join me in contributing to writing a check to the town of Tracy City for the old high school community center. That check can go towards that $500,000 that is left for us to get through that final phase to help make that community center a gathering place for all people in Grundy County, both those who live there and people coming to vacation. Thank you.